Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Bella Gitana Tarot and my name is Bella. So if you're new, welcome. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back. And today I wanted to do a quick check-in for the Divine Masculine and the Karmic. And it's interesting because I was shuffling this deck and these popped out together. So I felt like this is a sign, and that's why I pulled the cards out, because I was like, okay, that's interesting, because I had an intention to do a reading on the Karmics and the Divine Masculine, and then these three cards, came about. So and then I'll also pull these also, and I'll go over them here in a little bit. But I'm getting here right off the bat that the Divine Masculine and the Karmic are having some kind of block in their communication, because the door is here shut, right? There's a barrier blocking the communication. I feel like they're not able to really express how they're feeling. And so it just seems like it's a tangled web, you know what I mean? Like it's too much going on, a lot of emotions, since we have this big full moon right here. And we just had an eclipse. So I feel like this is carrying on from the solar eclipse that we just had. A lot of emotions are coming out. So I just wanted to bring that up. And then when I was shuffling this deck here, these cards came out, the Chariot, the Eight of Wands, okay, and that's pretty much communication, so that's the same message, right? And then the Star, okay, which is about believing, having faith, and the Chariot, that's about having victory in communication. I feel like somebody wants to have victory in communicating something to someone, okay? And then when I pulled these, it was interesting because they kind of go with that, with these cards. So the harp is pretty much talking about great happiness. And immediately when I pull this card, I pictured, like when somebody's on stage talking and their time is up and then they start playing the music. That's what it reminded me of when I saw that immediately. So I'm kind of getting here that somebody is trying to speak up, but it's almost like they feel they have to rush in, right? With the Chariot, they have to rush in at fast speed to say what they want to say before something changes to where they can't move from that conversation. You know what I mean? Like they feel like if I don't say everything at once, it's not going to come out, and that could have been why the blocked energy was here, because they know that they want to say something before, almost like before they change their mind, kind of a thing. And then this one came out with dealings or relationship with a man. So I feel like this is a Divine Masculine wanting to communicate something to the Karmic before he changes his mind. And then with the Star here, is interesting because we had broken wishbone. It says here, wish will not be granted. Okay. So I feel like he is going through this energy block where he's not able to get his wish to communicate. It's like he's trying to trust that something's going to happen to shift the situation. We have Saturn energy here. Then we have the moon energy here with the Chariot. We saw the full moon here. So it's like he's trying to communicate his feelings because he knows that will make him happy to finally express how he feels. But there's something that's going on that's keeping him from finally expressing how he feels. It's like his wish to speak up is not being granted. And this card came out too, which says here, Mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. So this is telling me that whatever he's trying to communicate, somebody's being stubborn. It could be the Karmic, like he's trying to express how he's feeling, and this Karmic is not willing to change whatever he's trying to tell her, right? Or it could be that he's thinking that he's so stubborn that even if he communicates, nothing's going to change, right? And that's why it's a broken wishbone. And I feel like this is his block. It's like he wants to communicate. He knows that it will make him happy to finally, face the music and air out his feelings. But something is keeping him from doing it. It could be his pride. If you look at this card, somebody's pulling on the donkey's chain or whatever. And so it's interesting because it's like he's feeling like he's being pulled in one direction, but he wants to go towards his wish. I mean, if you look at this, this is like the mule's trying to go towards this card right here. It's like somebody's holding him back, you know, from being able to travel towards his wish. And that's why it's a broken wishbone. Wow. And then this was at the bottom. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, so it's like, it's unbalanced, right? This is the moon's energy. So he knows that he needs to have some kind of knowledge, some kind of power back in his life to be able to make this finally come to life, you know? Finally for it to come to fruition, to be able to have equal give and take. And then when I was shuffling this deck, right, this card came out. 8 of Wands, okay? 8 of Wands came out. So this is double confirmation that somebody wants to communicate something. And then at the bottom was Ace of Swords, and that's another card of communication. Double confirmation, actually triple confirmation. Somebody's having a breakthrough and an awareness that they want to speak up, but something is holding them back, okay? And I feel like that's the karmic. It could be holding him back, or it could be himself holding himself back. What is this barrier, Spirit? What is this barrier that's holding someone back from communicating? Wow, the High Priestess. So I feel like there's some subconscious thoughts going on in this person's mind that they don't feel like they have access to it, right? It's hidden from them. So it's interesting, if we add the 8 and the 2, that's a 10. So it's like they would be able to complete this cycle if they were able to tap into that knowledge. And it's interesting, we have knowledge here with the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, to be able to have a new perspective. Exactly. It's like something is locked down, not able to be open, because we have a lock on a door here, to where they're not able to access this information that will be able to give them their wish come true. Interesting. We have a 7 and a 1-7. 7-1-7. That could be significant for some of you. But, wow. Let's just pull a card for a karmic partner. Why is that here, Spirit? Why is karmic partner here? You guys, the moon. And then we have the moon here, and I was just talking about that. Okay, so there's a lot of emotions, a lot of fears here tied to this karmic partner. The karmic partner could be scared about this communication that will most likely take place because he's been thinking about it. And it's like it would actually shatter the illusion that they have going on, right? Yeah, it's like 5 of Swords. Somebody is not wanting to give in to what the other is feeling because they know that this is a way that they keep control of the situation with the 5 of Swords. Look at that, 9 of Cups at the bottom. Satisfaction and wish fulfillment. So their satisfaction is to keep this, their wish is to keep the situation under control by keeping the illusion going, right? And that's most likely what the karmic partner is striving towards. Why is communication here, Spirit? Knight of Swords. Decisive action. Okay, I mean, this is another card about travel because we had the 8 of Wands, we had the Chariot, and now we have the Knight of Swords. Decisive action. Somebody wants to communicate at fast speed that they want to move out of this situation. And look at that, they're waiting for results. It's like they're waiting for the right time to speak up. They are contemplating things, right? Weighing the pros and cons is what I'm getting. But they basically want to communicate that they made a decision, okay? What decision did they make, Spirit? That they want to be single. With the 9 of Pentacles, okay? You know, somebody turned their back on somebody. That's what they decided. They decided they want to leave the situation, whether it be the masculine or the karmic. But yeah, it's like they're waiting. They're waiting for the right time to speak up. This is basically what they became aware of this new moon that we just had. Okay. Look at that, the star. Universal alignment. This is the second time we've seen the star. So somebody's wish in this connection is to leave the situation. Yeah. This is what they want to do. This is their desire in their heart. They're trying to gain confidence to finally walk away. Wow. Look at that. Right below Queen of Wands is the Knight of Pentacles. Steady progress. It's happening slowly, but it's happening for sure, you know, slowly but surely. And right below barrier was metamorphosis. So this is going to change the whole situation with the karmic. Okay. Let's just pull some emotions here. How does the divine masculine feel towards the karmic spirit? He's afraid. Okay. Scared, terrified. And he's feeling platonic love towards her. There's two love cards in this mixed emotions deck. One is romantic love, the other one's platonic love. You know, so I feel like he's coming to realize that this love is just something that's not romantic. And that could be something that scares him. Yeah, he's feeling powerless, that he's becoming aware that the love that he feels for her is just platonic. You know, like it's not compared to the love that he would have for somebody that he wants to settle down with. You know what I mean? Like it's a different kind of love. Interesting. And look at that. He's feeling overwhelmed. Okay, so let's pull some island time and see, what is this afraid energy, spirit? Why is the masculine feeling afraid? Wow. Okay, girlfriend, boyfriend, commitment, possible marriage material or life partner, not dating other people. I'm getting here that he's afraid to be exclusive with her because he's realizing she's not the one. And we saw that lock image earlier of the hangman. It's like he's locking his heart away and not giving her his whole heart. You know what I mean? Yeah, see? We saw this card earlier. He's locking his heart away because now he's getting some kind of perspective that he doesn't want to be exclusive with her, and he doesn't want to invest in this. He doesn't want to emotionally invest in this, and that's why he's now afraid, because he's like, what do I do now to get out of this? Why is love platonic here, spirit? This could also be that he's afraid of commitment altogether, but in this reading, I just kind of get here his wishes. We saw that the star with the 9 of Pentacles, his wish is to be free. Okay, why is love platonic here? Look at that, patterns. Be aware of dating patterns, stop what doesn't work, subliminals, change subconscious patterns. So I'm getting here that he's realizing that his go-to is to get into relationships that are not that deep, that are very superficial. And that's basically what the subconscious patterns are. Remember how I said that he doesn't feel like he has the clarity with this hidden knowledge? Or was it? He doesn't feel like he's able to tap in. That's what the barrier is. He's feeling like he can't tap in to what is this. He feels like he can't tap into what these dating patterns are. That's basically was his blockage here. Okay, he knows that he needs to make a decision to finally break the cycle, but he's probably dumbfounded on, what is it that I'm doing in dating patterns that is keeping me in platonic surfacey relationships? And you know what? It comes down to him not being vulnerable, not learning that it's okay to be emotionally invested in somebody, having intimacy issues, right? And so this is basically what it is. He's trying to figure it out. Okay. So why is powerless here, spirit? Why is he feeling powerless? It says paralyzed, ineffective, weak. What's going on with the masculine? Look at that. It just popped out. So this is saying, have a game plan, implement daily routines that support your goals, be clear about desires. So I feel like he feels weak from being able to make a conscious choice about what his desires are. I feel like he feels completely like having a poor sense of direction. You know what I mean? And he knows this is something that he needs to figure out. Be unapologetically self-loving, decide on must-haves, then release it to the universe. It's like he needs to figure out what his game plan is, and it starts with jotting it down. What do I want in a relationship that's different than what I've been settling for? And it starts with be unapologetically self-loving. Okay, so that he can have faith that he can have a new perspective to be able to unlock that door. And once he unlocks that door, he can communicate and let her know, I don't want to be in an exclusive relationship with you because I'm learning that I'm not really growing because I'm afraid to emotionally give my heart to somebody. And he's probably realizing that he already did that with you subconsciously, right? That's why we have the High Priestess here. Okay. Let's see. Why is Nine of Pentacles here with the Star card, Spirit? Oh my God. Heart with the key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. Okay. Look at that. Girl talk. Talk with friends. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. Watching, looking, stalking. Okay. So this is telling me that the Divine Masculine, his wish is to finally open up his heart. Okay. And we did see that earlier. He wants to open up his heart, gain a new perspective, realize what his dating patterns have been, and open up and tell his karmic, I don't want to be intimate emotionally with you. I want to invest with my person, which is the Divine Feminine. Okay. Wow. That's crazy. What else, Spirit? What is some last messages here? Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And this could be why he's getting afraid of this commitment with the karmic, because she probably wants to get engaged and he doesn't want that. He feels torn between you and her because he knows that he has this strong love for you, like a romantic love, and platonic love with her. And it says here, past life relationship, you have known each other before. Why is engagement here, Spirit? Wow, look at that. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So there's a lot of faith going on here with the Star card. This is about belief, having faith, calling in your soulmate, like leaving it to the universe that your person's going to come back. And it says here prayers. So I feel like he's praying for something to happen, something to shift, so that he can finally have the courage to speak up and let her know, I gotta leave the situation. Yeah, he knows that he needs to love himself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, okay? Wow. And look at that. Then we have retreat after that. It's time to disconnect from the world. So this is telling me that Divine Masculine is starting to realize that he needs to finally face facts, face the music. We saw the harp with the happiness. And he's starting to realize that this is not something that he wants to keep investing in with the karmic, because he feels stuck. And I feel like he's starting to realize, I did the same patterns with her that I've done with my other exes in the past. And I feel like he's starting to compare, what happened with his past relationships compared to what happened with you, feminine. And he's starting to realize, I went back to what I'm used to doing. I went back to this karmic because that's what I'm comfortable with. But now I'm realizing that I got to this powerless energy, right? Not feeling in control of your life. Because he feels like there's some mind games and control here with the Five of Swords energy. It's like he feels like he's going down a path that there's like some beasts lurking around in the woods. He feels like he's going down this path where everything is dark and not a good energy. And he feels like he's being manipulated, or he's feeling like she's pulling the strings, you know what I mean, to convince him that this is the right thing. And maybe he's realizing that he did that with other karmics before her, right? That he was letting them run the show because he didn't want to be looked at as a bad person. So I feel like now it's kind of like one of those things where, when you're not feeling well and things go bad in your health and you start feeling pain, and like it's getting to the point where you have to go see a doctor, right? Because anything that you tried has not helped you remedy the situation. You feel terrible, so you finally go to a professional, right? And then you find out you have to get surgery of some sort, right? And that's what's going to be the solution to heal the problem. So I feel strongly in this reading that the masculine is getting to that point where this situation is not moving forward. I'm blocked energetically. I'm blocking myself because I keep doing the same thing over and over and I'm not healing, right? So he knows that he's going to have to take a decisive action, a drastic measure to finally tap into this hidden knowledge to have that breakthrough. We just see the Ace of Swords too, which is a breakthrough in awareness to finally do something different. Okay. Wow. I feel like this is a good reading. I mean, it kind of gave a lot of insight. I didn't even know all of this was going to come out, but it truly makes sense. You know, somebody is feeling like they locked their heart away and they're starting to realize why they did that, right? They're starting to notice their patterns. Like, wait a minute, I'm going through the same cycle with another person, right? So that's basically what's going on here. So I feel like I want to pull one more card. Okay, Spirit, so what is the advice here? What is the advice? Oh my goodness. This card came out for one of my last karmic readings. Sometimes we need to pull back, retreat, and disconnect from the world, get in touch with your inner self, thoughts, and use the art of doing nothing to do something. So yeah, I feel like the masculine is starting to realize he needs to finally take some time out for himself without being around this karmic. So that way he can really figure out this hidden knowledge that's laying in his subconscious that needs to come to the surface. And look at this. This is at the bottom. Home. You feel like home to someone, cozy and warm and close. They feel you are someone they can see themselves with in an everyday fashion. Okay? Yeah, look at that. Cage heart. They cannot break free even when they wish they could. Something or someone has a hold on them and it limits them. They have wounds, but beautiful flowers growing around them, just within their reach. But the firm hold of the roots hold her hostage against her will. Wow. I mean, this reminds me of the mule card. Remember how I pointed out this lady was pulling, or somebody was pulling on that mule's neck, right? Holding them back from their wish. And I feel like he's starting to realize he needs to take some time out from this karmic so that way he can finally examine his wounds, you know, go get a checkup, so to speak, you know. Wow. Let's see what's at the top here. Yeah, look at that. And then we have a new beginning. That's going to lead to a new beginning. Something is about to change, good or bad. Something is coming. This card can also reflect an intention that was cast to bring forth something into existence. Birth of something, carrying something, something coming to life, change in a relationship, something coming to light, a new feeling that has sparked and stirred feelings. And then we have the sun here in the middle. I just noticed that. So, and you know, she's also pregnant. So it's like the divine masculine knows that he needs to do something different, to get a new beginning, to take action, right? We saw the Knight of Swords, decisive action. Then we have the sun here. A change in a relationship needs to happen. And it starts with facing his fears, subconscious fears, right? With the High Priestess, so that he can finally free his heart. Because we saw the lock right here. And then we saw the lock with the heart. Yeah. The heart with the key. Okay. So he knows that he needs to open his heart and gain his power back, right? To be able to have a strategy to start loving himself, break away these patterns, and to be exclusive with somebody that he really feels helps him be independent and not codependent. And that's his wish. And the result is going to be him getting engaged to his soulmate, which is you, feminine, once he loves himself first. Okay? So that's what it comes down to. So yeah, I feel like that's pretty much the reading here with the karmic situation. So comment below, guys. Let me know if this resonated with you. Let me know if you also like to book a reading with me. I also do karmic readings, not just twin flame. Comment below, like I said. Let me know if this resonated with you. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!